Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, this is going to be a good video because I have a lot of experience in everything. Unfortunately or fortunately, I have a lot of experience in everything I'm going to talk about today. Fighting and recovery. This morning. I do a video every single morning. I haven't missed a morning probably in 2 years, and I check the analytics every morning for about the first hour to see how many views come in, and I might answer a comment or two in the first hour. And after the first hour, I just kind of let it go on its way, and I won't check the views and the comments again for another day or two. And usually there's a group of people, maybe 10, 12 people that watch the video. I see the views come in real time. And, in the first 5 minutes, I see the same people watching the video. And it's you guys that I want to make sure that I'm out here to make the video each morning. This morning, I wasn't sure. There's some mornings when I just don't know what I'm going to talk about. Very, very seldomly, but I'll go through all the news stories and I won't, I'll pull a blank. And this morning was one of those mornings. And I open up TMZ and I come across Bam Margera. And I was like, aha, now and especially what I'm going to talk about in this video. Yesterday's video, I want to talk about this real quick too. Yesterday's video was about recovery and it got yellow lighted. Sometimes I think the YouTube algorithms, if I mention money and substances, it was kind of innocent in yesterday's video. It was innocent in yesterday's video. I was trying to make a point. But I think the algorithms misunderstand it. And yesterday's video got yellow lighted, meaning I'm not getting any advertising or any pay for that. So I don't like, it's not the money, it's just I don't want to get a lot of yellow lighted videos. It's just not good for my channel being monetized. So I'm going to be careful what I talk about today and how I say it. All right, so here we go. There's two basic stories here. Bam in Ireland and Bam in Los Angeles, okay? Bam got in a fight in Los Angeles. I'm gonna critique his scrapping abilities because I've gotten in a lot of scraps in my life. And the tattoo, and he got a tattoo in Ireland, and he's complaining about that. Now on TMZ, they're speculating this fight had something to do with the tattoo, and I don't think so. Because I heard Bam, I could swear, I listened to this video a couple times, the link will be down below, when he's getting in this scrap in Los Angeles. And I could swear he said something like, heroin, it'll end you. Like I said, I'm being very careful in what I say, but if you listen to what he's saying, it looks like he's yelling at the guy that what he's doing will kill him. I think that's what I hear him saying. I could be wrong. So let me talk about this first. First, there's the Instagram video where Bam's complaining about this. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I could understand why Bam's upset. Apparently he got charged like $700 by some guy named Dante, some famous, I have no tattoos, so this is something I don't know anything about. And he's complaining, he's very angry about a tattoo. I can't even tell what it is, and it's on his face, so I would be angry too. On TMZ, they speculate, like I said, that after, when he's in Los Angeles, that this scrap had something to do with that, but I don't think that's the case. I think this guy had a buzz, and Bam was just upset. Being clean and sober, that's my speculation. Because I could swear I hear him saying heroin will kill you. I could swear that's what I heard Bam say in this video. Okay, let me critique his fighting abilities. I've probably been in well over 100 fights in my life, and I don't say that proudly. I was 6'4". I'm 6'3" now. I'm 58 years old, so I've kind of shrunk a little bit, and I've had 2 back surgeries, and I've had my discs taken out, so I'm about 6'3", seriously now, maybe even 6'2 and a half. And when I was younger, I was overweight, and I was quiet, and I ended up getting in for my whole life, I've gotten in a lot of altercations. I just stick out, and I tend to be a lightning rod, even though I'm quiet, especially probably because I was quiet. And for the longest time, I've had my I kind of put up with it. But then I moved to the bad side of the tracks when I was 14, and I learned how to fight. And since then, I've taken care of business when I had to. I had my nose broke twice. I've had my arm. You can see my arm broke there. I've had my finger. I broke my fingers, my knuckles, my face bones. My eye was going to sink into the socket from getting hit by a black belt. Okay, so let me critique his scrapping abilities here. The one thing that bothers me is when he runs at this guy. Bam they're facing off and they're quiet right at the beginning, and then Bam runs at him. And I think that this is such a bad move, because there's times where I've used, it's kind of like a judo move. When somebody comes at you at that speed, you kind of just wait till the last second. You step aside and then push, and take them down. You use their own momentum and wait to take them down. And once you go down, once somebody goes down, they're in a bad position, because then then you wail on them. Bam swings wide. He lands a few good ones, but he swings. I hate when I see people do that. Swing like this. It kills me. You take it from down here, and you picture the stop sign, and you just drive and twist, and then take all the energy from here and just drive. Well, that's not what this video is about. I like the move where Bam pulls the shirt over the dude's head. That could have ended everything right there, when he pulls the shirt over the dude's head, and then because he's blinding the dude with the shirt, and he's restricting the dude's arm movements. That's a beautiful move right there. I don't think he meant to do it, but that was a nice move. Okay, let me talk about this. The reason I think he's clean and sober, I've talked about this before. When I first got clean and sober, like I said, I've been clean and sober for 17 and a half years. Today makes April 23rd, makes 17 years and exactly 6 months I've been clean and sober. And for the first year, especially the first months, like where Bam is right now, this is why I like talking about Bam, because it's almost like looking back at myself. When I first got clean and sober, I was exactly his age, and I used the same substances that he was using. I mean, it's like looking at myself. And I failed. I was in and out of 13 detoxes. So I failed over and over again, and people gave up on me. And then I finally, with the help of methadone, I got clean and sober. But one of the things that I didn't see coming, that I didn't expect, was my emotions. When I first got clean and sober, I didn't realize how much my emotions, how much the drugs I was using had tamped down my emotions. And the first couple months I got clean and sober, seriously, my emotions were all over the place. I remember crying, watching just out of the blue, like watching a TV commercial, like about dog food, and all of a sudden I just start crying, seriously, because for the longest time I did not see this coming, and my emotions were just all over the place. All of a sudden I'd be happy or angry or sad. It was just because I hadn't felt these emotions in 2 decades. Anger was one of the things that I still struggle to today, to keep under control. That was one of I got in a lot of scraps, just like Bam. Just like this video makes me sure that he still is clean and sober, just because I see myself. I see myself right there. The way he's getting angry, the way he says he's sticking up for his friends, and the anger, he can't walk away from it. He keeps going back. I see myself in him. And for the longest time, I mean, just recently, after 10 or 15 years, and plus I'm getting older, I'm 58 years old, and I just tell myself, I got to stop doing this. I got to stop, falling for it when people start with me like this, just to walk away. And I had the hardest time at the beginning. Like my temper would just go from 0 to 100. It took a long time for me to get my emotions, to get used to having these emotions again, especially anger, where I would just act on it. Because when I first got clean and sober, I was going to the methadone clinic, and that's what saved my life. But the thing, I don't want to talk bad about methadone clinics, but there's a lot of people there that don't necessarily want to be there. There's a lot of people there that I'm always amazed that heroin addicts have so much on their plate that they're in such a hurry all the time. Whenever I was there, people were in such a hurry, like they couldn't wait 2 minutes. Supposedly they had things to do. I'm sure I knew what those things to do were, but everybody there has zero patience, and the parking and running in and running out, it just led to a lot of altercations while I was there. I've talked about them before. I got in this one scrap where I almost got hit, a car sitting in the middle of the parking lot. And I almost got hit from behind, so I cursed these people in the car out. And then I got out of the car and I started walking in, and the people in the car got out, and there was 3 huge dudes, 3 big motorcycle dudes. I'm a big dude, but these guys were bigger than me. And they just come over and they just start swinging on me, 3 of them. And that was a bad, I learned to keep my mouth shut after that one. Anyway, his attitude here, I don't know if I would have posted this either. You know, that's another thing. Back, like I said, when I got clean and sober for the last, there wasn't cell phones. So, you know, I'm hesitant, seeing as how many times he's been arrested and, you know, trying to be clean and sober and trying to stay out of trouble. I don't know if posting this, especially, I think he takes the first punch here, at least on the video. You know, and this could get him in trouble. I don't know if it's the best idea to post. It's too late now to post this video online. I don't know if I would have done it. I probably would have, you know, just to get views like here on my channel. But it's probably not the best idea. His scrapping ability is pretty good, except for running at the dude. That was a mistake. The wide swings, mistake. But the shirt over the head, very nice move. I think with time, Bam will learn to control you learn to control your emotions. You learn to walk away. This is what I still use today. It's kind of like the serenity prayer. Stick with me here. Is whenever I get angry, if I'm driving on the road, you know, every day, you know how road rage is and all that stuff. And, you know, whenever I get in that position, I tell myself, you know, it's not my job to correct other people, you know, because you always hear people, well, I wanted to teach him a lesson, or you know, he was doing something wrong, you know. It's not my job to correct other people's bad behavior. So I tell myself that. And another thing, I can't control what other people are going to do. You know, they're going to do what they're going to do. Whatever I do, if I follow this guy, if I get out and scrap with this guy, it's not going to change how he acts. He's still going to be an a-hole. You know, whatever I do is not going to change the behavior of somebody else. The only thing I can control is the way that I respond to his behavior. That's the only thing I control. And just walk away. Sometimes it's hard. Like I could see with Bam in this video, I could understand how it would be hard to walk away from this. I probably wouldn't have been able to be honest with you, even after 17 and a half years. All right, like I said, the links will be down below to his Instagram, the one where he's complaining about the tattoo, and the actual fight video will be right down below from TMZ. Recovery is possible. 17 and a half years today. Clean and sober from cocaine and heroin. I hope I didn't just lose the monetization on my video right at the end there. You guys have a good Tuesday.